It's in the game.
Ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? Are you ready? Get ready, dog.
Coach, it's the NFL on EA Sports, and there you get a look at Paul Brown Stadium on the banks of the Ohio River in Cincinnati. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Tennessee Titans and the Cincinnati Bengals. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports.
Let's go, fellas.
Watch the whip. Joker. Rotate. Step.
1-3.
Now Jackson on first down. It's caught by Davis. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Check 50.
They snap it at 1. Now it's Jackson. Flushed out right. Completes it to Davis. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. 27 yards there, a first down.
First down. At the 43-yard line.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And he's finally down at the 21-yard line. 2 chunk plays in a row. The last one was over 20 yards, and so is this one.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Back. That's it. Check out read. Big edge. Check 31. Switch. Edge.
This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. And he's got it. Touchdown, Bengals. Mike Evans, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. Myers connects on the PAT, and that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This fielded at the 2. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And, Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
At the 30-yard line.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now this time he'll look to throw. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
Well, partner, when you ask anyone other than your QB to throw the ball, you must have a lot of confidence or you think you're really going to fake them out, and it looks like they did exactly that.
Yeah, going deep in the playbook and a great grab on the other end. Up over midfield and down into Tennessee territory. He'll get 8 on the keeper there. It'll be 2nd and a couple.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
From the 45 on 2nd down, Jackson. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
When you're a player of his stature, you don't just circle the games on your team's calendar. You
circle the Pro Bowl?
Without a doubt. That's a game that you just figure you're going to be in each and every year, and it's because of catches like that. That's why he goes.
Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10, and he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game.
41's the mark. 41. Check 41.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't doing nothing today.
Jackson from the shotgun. That's caught. It's Malone. Give him a couple on the catch. It's 2nd and 8.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Check 3. Switch it. Come on, switch it. Watch the ship. Hey, watch the ship. Can't leave.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And now he'll tuck it and run. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Give him 10 yards on the keeper, and it'll lead to a 2nd down.
10 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and inches at the Titans' 19-yard line.
After one, it's 9-0.
With the score, Bengals 9, Titans nothing.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. And that one will go for 13 yards on the keeper and a first down.
And that was a nice, strong run by the guy they call the field general.
First and goal at the 6-yard line.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Lamar Jackson with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Bengals, they widen their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals going to use the second of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside.
Got it. Protein spill. Let's go.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. 23 yards on the play.
First down, Tennessee.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check tight. Check
Ready?
Running right, here's Brown. And across midfield he goes and into Bengal territory. A gain of 3, second down.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
On second down now. It's Brown, and he is going to be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
They'll run on third down with Brown. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Move the chains, a gain of 7 on third down. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting third down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on third and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on third down.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now a give, right side. Brown looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
Set. 60 or. 5. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
Looking to throw. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. And how about this? 4th and long, and they're going to go for it. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. And still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears trying to go for it on 4th.
Hey, Orville. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark. Now. 94 is the mark. 94 is the mark.
You're not ready. You're not ready.
94 is the mark. 94. Go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Looking deep downfield. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A big play there. His 14th touchdown now on the year, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Now Mike Tomlin says, let's go ahead and go for 2.
Hey, look. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber.
24, check 24.
5.
They're going to keep it on the ground. And he is in for the 2 points. And they're back within his score as the lead's cut to 8.
16.
So the lead trimmed down to 8 as here comes the kickoff, and it's away.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
Jackson on first down. Steps away. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down.
Under crunch.
Check it. Lucky. No. Off. Oh, try. Check 3. Go. Banjo.
Throwing is Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he hits the tight end. It's Davis. And he'll be corralled well upfield right around the 40-yard line. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL.
36.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And they will not get the connection there. It's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
Check. Let's go.
Jackson now on 2nd and 10. And he will find Davis. That's complete. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
I know the halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his pitch catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Second down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining.
Hey, 4-1's Mike. Time to go. Night. Take off.
You ain't doing nothing today.
Well, he's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Bengals bring out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines.
Let's go old school there. That's absolutely a great coffin corner punt. Someone's put some time in working on that, hasn't it?
Seems like every year these guys get better and better. It's amazing how they can command that football through the air.
Yeah, they used to actually practice with hula hoops where they place them and try and put them there. Now a lot of guys use barrels on the sidelines to try and put the football in one.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Now the question, what do you do here? Time not really an issue. You got over a minute, but you figure from this spot you'd need a good 50, 60 yards to even consider a field goal try.
Yeah, so there's optimism there, but there's also a little bit of restraint, right? You got to make sure you don't take a sack here. Don't end up in the end zone. Ball gets stripped. You could give up 2 points in that occasion, or maybe even 6 if you can't get on it and recover it yourself. So make sure you protect the guy throwing the football, and indeed, that's the plan of attack.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
61, match box, right, let's go.
They'll run on first down. Brown. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Now the Titans will use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half.
At the 23-yard line.
Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. Here's a 2nd and 7. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 77 yards, as his guys have cut the lead down to 2.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shot along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
They're going to try and run. And he will get into the end zone again. And he seems to have a nose for it as he gets both the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. The Bengals drive about to get going. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, he's going to wind up and air it out. And that's caught inside the 30. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A big play there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bengals have taken the lead. Myers connects on the PAT, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be fielded at the 8. And that should give his guys a spark. He's up all the way to the 44-yard line.
The Titans take over first and 10 at their own 44-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them.
That's it, baby. We gonna work.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Right back to Brown. And some room to work. He's got the lane, and there he goes. Touchdown, Titans. Hollywood Marquise Brown. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You've got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan showing you.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. On 2nd down, this is Cannon. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, "Are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down." They love being physical.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
SOS. Watch the edge.
Now on 2nd and 13. Jackson dancing to his left. And that'll be incomplete. Something we haven't really seen much of from him, an incomplete pass.
Yeah, last week he finished at 70%. This week he's up over 80%. I don't know how you slow him down. Pass rush is usually the best way because a quarterback on his back usually can't complete a pass.
Kill. Hey.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. Flush to his right. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Check out route. Hot.
They defer to Brown to start the drive. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
Go. HG Gator. X3. 2HG. Jump.
Here's Brown. He's got a first down and more past the 30. And nothing but daylight ahead. Touchdown, Titans. Marquise Brown, 84 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. So what was already a game to remember becomes even more so as that touchdown run, a lengthy one, takes him over 200 yards now for the game.
And I love the fact that to get over 200, it took a pretty good sprint, didn't it? I mean, a lot of times you get 1 or 2 yards and oh, he's over 200 yards. But that really put an exclamation point on the game he's having. Fantastic. A lot of fun to watch.
The Bengals drive about to get going. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Jackson forced out to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep, back over the middle. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Hey, just shoot.
On first down, Brown. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
6-6, pull it high. Get it.
They keep it on the ground. Again, it's Brown. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
Sometimes you're aligned perfectly and the play comes to you, and sometimes you got to cover some ground to go make the play, as we just saw there.
We saw a great example of perseverance right there on that play.
Got to be careful. They might want to throw one over his head as this game progresses.
On 3rd down, it's Brown. And he will have the first down, but he winds up taking a pretty good shot that time. It's a first down following a gain of 3.
Well, someone's been having a good game so far, and you know something? A lot of it's been power running. They decided to turn him loose again on 3rd down, didn't they?
They did indeed. He delivered the tough yards. He'll look to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Fabian Moreau. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
But that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
I got it. Go. 41's the mic. Sit this.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Buying time to his left. And this is going to be incomplete.
Yeah, that one sailed on him. You've got to make sure you give your receiver a chance to come down inbounds because they are very gifted. They'll make the circus catches, but if they make them out of bounds, that does you no good.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there. He's checking. Crash, hey. 41. Right here.
Second and 10. Here's Jackson again. Open man there is Malone. 22 yards there, a first down.
I know I spend a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
Showing it. Check safety. Check 52. Go.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down, eluding the pressure right. Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. So second down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40.
Rush in.
Throwing again, Jackson. And that one not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check three. Switch it. Come on, go.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. On the run. He'll let this go deep right. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll run on first down. It's Brown, accelerating, and off he goes. 30, 20, and he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 88 yards. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ballgame. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengals drive about to get going, and they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
But this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership.
Bang, 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 bang. Shit.
On second and very short, Jackson. His throw incomplete. Mike Evans, the one he was looking for. And it's third down. The offense on third down tonight, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. They're looking at third in the nose of the football. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him 4 yards as he does it himself, and it's a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson escaping the pressure right. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
He's coming. Double up. He's coming. Double up.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep. That's caught at the 25. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big pickup of 38. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Jackson. Out to his left. Now he'll pull it down. He'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go.
Here's a quick hitch route and the throw complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 6. Jackson now. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. But he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again. Now Jackson eluding the pressure right. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown grab as his guys are back within a single score.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You've got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
2nd and 9 now. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way down to the 29.
Complete to number 17.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
Just 61. Match box.
They'll keep it on the ground. Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
The old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
We go. 30 base. General West.
Watch safety creep. Watch safety creep.
Let's go.
Safety creep.
On 3rd down, it's Brown, and he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And his kick here is good. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So barring something extraordinary here in the closing stages, that field goal should just about put this one on ice.
Yeah, we've got to find 2 scores. So, we're not going to exactly move it over there yet. It can be done, but boy, it's going to be a little bit of a stretch for them, isn't it?
Yeah, they would have to move incredibly quick and have some luck, too. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. As they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in the game. Line of scrimmage moves from their own 25 all the way to the red zone now for 1st and 10.
Fresno. Check 37. Shift. Watch twist. Hey.
Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Let's go. He's crashing. He's coming. We got double up.
Jackson to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout.
It's a game of 6.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense.
25, check 25, check 25. Check.
One last shot for Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. A great read, and it's picked off.